still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
This is the movement for those who.
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
What's going on, everybody? Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream, and oh boy, it's an exciting day, you guys. It's a super exciting day. It's going to be cool. You guys are going to love this, and we'll talk more about the announcement in just a few minutes, right? So let's get business out of the way real quick first, and let's move through a couple different things before I talk about the announcement, right? First things first. Classic, rocking a Child of Mecha shirt. If you want to get one of these, hit up childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. Shirts, hats, bags, accessories, all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. Any of the tools and stuff like that we work with tonight, Amazon link below. Already sourced it for you. Go check it out. YouTube and Twitch. That way, if you're on Facebook. And then also, too, my good friends, right this way, right over here, if you need kits or hats, or listen to me, if you need kits or accessories or decals or paints or whatever, my good friends Adam and the USA Gundam Store crew, go check them out. Adam's watching. What's up, Adam? I know some folks are over there on Facebook. I saw Donnie. Ruslam's over there on Twitch. What's going on, everybody? Real quick, two quick things. First, a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out real quick to my boy Craig Flynn Burger. If you guys don't know Craig, good dude, man. Honestly, one of the most genuine gentlemen that I know. Watched a recent live stream that he did on Instagram, and it definitely kind of resonated a little bit. So definitely go check him out. You know, I think the guy is just, you know, very open and honest about his struggles with mental health, and I really respect that. And man, the guy's just salt of the earth. So go check him out. And Craig, if you're watching, love you, brother. But yeah, really, really, really good dude. So go follow Craig for me. Secondly, Gunpla Girl Gang started their build-off on Wednesday. So if you guys know a lady that builds Gundam models, or if you're a lady that builds Gundam models and you watch the stream, man, go check that out. Hit up the Gunpla Girl Gang on Instagram and on Twitter. I believe they have a Twitter page. So go and go follow them. Go take part, right? It's cool. It's a cool thing for the ladies. So go check that out, right? So let's see. I think that's about it. I think we can talk about the announcement. Yeah. All right. So my good friend Adam Ryan, owner of USA Gundam Store. We've been talking back and forth a little bit, and we've decided to enter into kind of a new partnership besides the GBWC thing, right? Let's see. How do we get into this eloquently? You know, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. So we've been talking about different ideas, you know, for a while, and just let's say it. Child of Mecha and USA Gundam Store are going to partner to bring you guys a new line of water slide decals. High quality water slide decals, specifically for Gundam and Mecha related models. This is going to be exciting. So what's happening is there's a company in Italy called Cartograph, and they are the same company that prints all of Haikyuu's decals. And you guys know the quality of Haikyuu decals. So we are having Cartograph print all of our water slide decals for us. So what you can expect is the same level of quality in terms of actual decals as Haikyuu. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Also, too, I am designing them, and what I'm shooting for is basically our decals that will fit in with in unison with the Haikyuu decal systems. Okay, so they're going to look a little similar, but they are going to be completely different from Haikyuu's offerings currently. The main thing that I love about Haikyuu decals are their designs, their amazing quality, and you know, just the sheer variety of decals that you get on a sheet of decals. So the way that we've designed the first sheet is very similar to that, but definitely different offerings. So what's going to make it good for you guys is that if you have decals from Haikyuu, you can mix and match and be completely within the same aesthetic. And I thought that was very, very important, you know, when we brought these things to market. We're still in the beginning stages, so we're still a few months away from this. But we are bringing you very, very, very high quality water slide decals catered to the Mecha market to the USA. Yeah, that's big, you guys, and I'm excited for this. So we're gonna roll out one sheet at the beginning, and if it's successful, hopefully there'll be more. Yeah. I know George Techegen asked, are they going to be silk screened? Yeah, they're going to be from Cartograph. Cartograph silk screens all of their water slide decals. So this is good quality, man. Cartograph makes, believe it or not, makes water slide decals for many, many model makers. Many. So we went for quality. Let's put it that way. They're going to be the same size. We're going to start off with a 1/100 scale decal sheet. It's going to be the same size as Haikyuu's 1/100 scale sheet. You're going to get the same, if not more, decals per sheet. And you're going to see the same sort of variety as well. So they will be exclusive to USA Gundam Store. Kurt Hill says, I assume be able to order internationally. I assume so as well. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure Adam will ship stuff internationally. Yeah. Excuse me. But you guys, like, this happened fairly quickly, and I'm like bouncing off the walls right now. I think you guys will really, really like the designs that we came up with. Yes, Adam says excited, and yes, you can order internationally. Yes. Yes. So yeah, you guys, this is gonna be pretty big. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than I'm super excited. I can't wait to show you guys these decals, because I think I've come up with some designs that make sense, but then also fit with inside, like I said, fit inside the aesthetic of the Haikyuu system, right? the RB line, RB01, RB02 decal sheets that I absolutely go crazy nuts for HiQ. I love those sheets, but some of the decals in terms of Gunpla and Mecha just don't make a whole lot of sense to me. So what I did was I fine-tuned some of and altered a lot of the designs, but kind of kept that aesthetic stuff. So I'm super excited, and I'll tell you what, man, Adam and the folks at USA Gundam Store, I mean, salt of the earth. Love those guys. Adam's a good dude. So thank you, buddy. Thank you. So there we go. Big announcement. Hope you guys are excited, man. I'm excited. So just to basically fill in the gaps here, they are going to be, we're going to start with just kind of general warning markings. And you know, nothing official. Obviously, we can't do that. But general warning markings, just like HiQ decals. The first sheet will be in all white, scaled to 1/100 scale. Donnie says I'm having problems on Facebook and YouTube. Is it just me? No, brother, it's not just you. But it looks like we're back to green now on YouTube, so that's an exciting thing. That's a good stuff, right? Yeah, it's, you know what, it's probably the server from Restream. Back to bad stream. Seems buffering. Yeah, it's just, it's freaking, ugh, what is going on? There we go. Anyway, but yeah, looks like we're back to green. Hopefully, hopefully you guys are seeing much better. An error occurred. What the hell? We still good on good old YouTubes? I don't even know. Guys, are you guys seeing me on YouTube? Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. Jesus. What a mess. So, YouTube is lagging. Incredible. Buffering every 30 to 45 seconds. Really? Alright. Let me switch to a completely different server. Because we switched from DC to Miami. Let's go Toronto. And let's see what that does. Shit, we're bouncing around Restream like it's crazy right now. Sorry, guys. Oh my. Alright. So hopefully, hopefully we'll get this fixed. Frickin' Restream is killing me right now. These past two streams, it's just absolutely killing me. I don't know. I'm trying to wait for comments and stuff like that to come streaming in. Jesus, what a mess. Let's check the, yeah. Sorry, guys. I hate this shit. Just out of sync. Smoothed out, but out of sync. Great. Julio Ponte, better now. Okay. Okay. Looks better. Okay. People saying it's better. That's a good sign. Alright. Seems better on YouTube. Alright. Thank heavens. Jeez, man. I apologize, guys. This is not the way I want my stream to operate. And it just seems that for some strange reason, Restream can't get it done. Incredible. Apologies. Apologies. Anyway. Alright. So hopefully, that we're looking okay. Hopefully we're looking okay. Yeah, I think refreshing might fix the sync issues. Fine for me on YouTube, Kurt Hill says. Good, thank God. Rushlaam, all good now. Excellent. Alright, so guys, if you have a audio sync problem, refresh the page. That should fix it for you. Should. This is pissing me off so much. You guys don't even know. I hate this. Anyway. Yeah, Logan C, it says with the wind around here, it might have been causing issues. Nah, trust me, it's Restream. It's the service I use to broadcast, so it's not doing well right now. Oh my. Yeah, if you refresh, it should fix any syncing issues that you have on YouTube, so FYI. So, Ken Caldwell, he's over there on Facebook, he says laggy. Yeah, dude, we've been having issues the last 2 streams, or basically this whole week, Monday and tonight. So, people are saying that everything's good, looks good on YouTube. So, FYI, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitch and it's still kind of tweaking out, either refresh or switch over to YouTube. So, my best advice. So, shitty situation. Shitty situation. I hate it. I hate it. But anyway, I don't want to let that get me down because today's been a great day, right? YouTube looks good now. Great. Okay, so switching to the Toronto server, looks like it did pretty good, right? So hopefully we'll keep it there and it won't lag anymore. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, at least you don't have to wear the headset again. Yeah, like we do on Mechanism. I have to wear the headset to cut down on the chance of echoing and all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's fun, right? All right, so now that we're past the announcement, that's exciting. Now that we are past, hopefully, the technical issues, let's get into showing you what I've got cooking with the Zaku, because did some important things over kind of the few days that we've been away. Obviously, I was out on a business trip, and so I want to show you what's going on. right? Show you what's show you what's going on. All right, so camera 2. All right, so nothing crazy in terms of you know, the upper body here, but what I did do was pegged this this side here, right? So this now has an internal peg and it has a receiving hole, so this piece of armor now slots onto the chest very solidly, right? So that just pops right on, and that's good to go. And both sides are pegged as well, right? So really simple to do, right? All I did was to kind of find an open spot within the inner frame here, and obviously right here is a good wide open spot for the the receiving hole. So it basically measured from this exposed area, obviously right here, and then measured over, measured down, and then pretty much just started drilling a hole straight through the piece and into the inner frame, right? So that worked out really well, and this pops on, and now it's super solid, and it's just not held on by these two little slot tabs back here. So really good stuff there. But that's not the most important, that's not the most exciting thing that we did with the Zaku. And I'm trying to find, here it is. I'm trying to find the tape so the camera lens won't slip. So let's get this thing back together, and I'll show you the exciting part, because the exciting part is basically having to do with the with the lower body here. That's kind of where this thing is starting to really kind of come together, right? Excuse me. So we've got that upper body that has not changed, right? But what has changed are the components kind of for the lower body, right? So what we're working with here is this. That, my friends, is now the new waist and the new feet for the Zaku 2. Yeah. I think the Sinanju Stein parts complement the angles of the high mobility Zaku quite well. Quite well. Yeah. Donnie Baxter, Art Inc. by DB. Finally used that compass today. Works great. Thank you. Man, you're welcome, dude. I saw a bunch of your work on your Facebook stories, dude. Looking good, man. Yeah, 1/100 scale. This is 1/100 scale, Ken. Yeah, ankle armor looks short now. Yeah, no, there needs to be some fine tuning with the ankle height and things like that, but this is kind of what it's going to look like. So I need to trim the pegs down on the hip, the ball joints here, because they're a little bit long. They're about 4 or 5 millimeters a little long. So I need to trim those down a little bit, and then I need to kind of fine tune this ankle armor up and kind of move that up into the leg a little bit. So this is going to lose a little bit of height, but I still think that the proportions are going to look really good. I mean, the only downside to switching over to the Sinanju Stein waist is that I wasted a lot of time on this solid back skirt, but oh well. I think this looks so much better right now in terms of kind of overall aesthetic and kind of customization, right? So I really like it. And that's what we're going with. Yeah. Yeah. So, Gumple Uruguay, what's going on, Javier? That waist armor looks good. Needs some front ankle armor. Yeah, like I said, there needs to be some fine tuning in this area here and in the hip joints and stuff like that. But overall, I like what this aesthetic package brings to the table, right? The angles and everything, especially in the back skirts, form this nice diamond shape, you know, with the high mobility armor on the lower legs and everything. The angular look of the feet, I think, tie in well with that, and as well as the lower skirt armor. I think it all just ties in really, really nicely. You've still got some curves to this thing in terms of the chest, the forearms, the upper legs, which is a very Zeonic aesthetic, right? But the angular lines, I think, is really, really a good look to complement the curves on this thing. So, super happy with it. I'm super happy with it. And then, in addition to that, started to basically draw out some panel lines and stuff here too. And then also I've got to come up with a way to attach this. This is just kind of sitting on here right now because the Zaku 2 connects through a ball joint, but the Sinanju has just a straight peg on it. So I'm going to have to probably transplant the... See, and these are just kind of sitting on here too. But what I'm going to probably have to do is probably transplant this ball joint here over to the Sinanju. And I don't think that'll be too hard. Glue this together, you know. And I have donor kits that I can use. Saw this off pretty low, so I have a good amount of space to work with. And then just kind of start trimming it back. And I'll probably trim it back right to the same level. So, yeah. Happy with it. Good day. Happy day. Happy day. Yes. Water slide decals. Pimp ass Zaku. Man, it's Friday. All is right with the world. Right? Except for the damn buffering. Holy shit. Really? Is anybody else buffering? Lagging? YouTube is fine on Kurt Hill's end, thankfully. Alright. Anybody else? Let me know. Anybody? Sound off if it's good or bad. Just let me know. I need to know. Started buffering. God damn it. Come on. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's buffering on Facebook as well. Amazing. Yeah. So it's weird. It looks like the folks outside of the US have no problems, but it looks like the folks in the US is seeing lagging and buffering. Incredible. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically, Gunpla Uruguay, Kurt Hill, who's in Australia, those guys are fine. Everybody else here in the States, As Travis G said, it's like an old kung fu movie. Great. Great. Freddie Torres, stream straight to YouTube instead of going through Restream. I could do that, but then I would negate the streaming on Facebook and on Twitch. So that's a no-go. I just need to read. I need to contact Restream and read him the riot act. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's try one more. Let's try one more switch here. We're gonna take it down to Dallas. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? Hopefully their internet's bigger in Texas too. Maybe their servers are bigger in Texas. Son of a bitch. This just makes me mad. You know, great day. Man, what a pisser of technical difficulties. Logan C, mine's doing fine on mobile right now in PA. Okay, cool. It's better now. All right, so I just switched it to Dallas. So hopefully that will improve things, right? But it seems like every time we switch servers, it's fine, right? So if it was my upload, it would be bad all the way around constantly. So this is definitely a restream issue, right? Yeah, Mr. B, what's up, Barack? He says, no, I'm okay. Don't change servers. Yeah, all my exes live in Texas. Yeah, Donnie, right? Boo, Dallas sucks. Yeah, well. Huge gaming hub. It's fine here. Cool. Hendren says, waiting for issues. It's pretty infrequent over here on Twitch. From Sorvon said that. Restarted YouTube. It's better now. Okay, cool. So, hopefully, I don't know, you guys. Hopefully that, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Very frustrating, though. That I will say. It's very, very frustrating. All right. So, moving on. So, in addition to kind of mocking up the back armor, and the back looks still really nice because we still have that kind of diamond shape look, you know, with these back skirts and the armor skirts and everything here, right? So that looks all good. But what I did was I went ahead and started to draw on some panel lines, designs for the upper leg, right? So just some, you know, initial ideas, right? Just some initial ideas. So there's some pre-molded notches here and here. So went ahead and basically I'm going to accentuate those, right? So I'll rescribe those notches in with a wider chisel, and then scribe a box joint or a box panel line around those. You know, standard fare on the front of the leg, and you know, on the back, you know, pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah. But then on the side here, we'll have an outline panel line around the opening for the power cable. Also the two indents, two notches that are pre-molded here, box panels around there, and some accentuation panels below that. And then just to tie it together, some floating notches here in the middle, maybe some down here on both the whole 9 yards. So still, there it goes again. Son of a... You know what? We're just gonna power through, plain and simple. Yeah, if you guys want to drop out, I understand. It's cool. I get it. Buffering in Japan. It's buffering everywhere. Why the hell not, right? Because Restream can't get their shit together. That's why. Oh, I'm gonna read them the riot act here very, very soon. Because Twitch says no buffering on Twitch. So, folks on YouTube, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know. Oh, it's yellow now. Wow. Jesus. At least the replay should be smooth. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see, right? Who knows? Who knows? Sorvon Zero says the Texas one fixed it here from what it looks like. Yeah. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, so the stream, yeah. So, oh man, yeah, Bailey, you've got mail. Yeah, dude, straight AOL. Let's dial up, right? Holy hell. I mean, I think that most of the stream is just going to be me shaking my head, apologizing to you guys, it seems. What the shit, man? Oh, thank you, thank you, Donnie. He says that Bailey, you an old head, right? Man. Good looking out, Donnie. Good looking out, buddy. See? Us old heads got to stick together, I guess, right? Right? It's good stuff. All right. So anyway, powering through. So the big thing for now is to drop the piece of armor there. All right. There we go. That comes off first, and then the back comes off, and then the sides come off. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so the main thing that we need to get done is getting the ankle armor slotted in here. We're gonna take off this thruster bell here. There we go. So, getting this slotted in and fit in here is going to take a little bit of work because the shape of this ankle assembly is not quite the same as in here. It's close, as you can see, it's very close, but it's not perfect, right? Stream ended on my end. Stream just died. What? Come on. Wow. Oh my. So I'm looking at YouTube, you guys. I mean, absolute dog shit quality right now. But it seems to be still going. I don't know. Yeah. Absolutely goddamn incredible. All right, you guys, for those of you on YouTube, honestly, jump ship. I'm gonna tell you right now, jump ship. Go to Facebook, go to Twitch. Abandon YouTube at this point. It doesn't seem to be stable, right? I don't know what else to tell you at this juncture, right? I'm not gonna sit here and try to troubleshoot the stream, you know, live with you guys, because I don't think you guys want to see that. Because what if we can't get it fixed? Then it's just me just like that all the whole damn time, right? So jump ship, YouTube. Jump ship right now. It's a sinking ship. Jump ship right now. Go to Twitch. Go to Facebook. Hit that up. Yeah. Insane. Yeah, I mean, if it's fine for you, just wait a few minutes on YouTube. Yeah. If it's fine for you, give it time. Freddy was wrong. All three aren't stable. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good now. Back up on YouTube. Why did I break YouTube? Thanks, George. So far, Facebook on my phone is working. HR148 over there on there. Hate to say it, but Facebook is starting to lag for me. Travis Gopal, son of a bitch. Sorvon Zero, he was stable when he was back on Texas server. Is it not stable on? Yeah, Facebook starting to buffer. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, well, fuck it. Let's switch back to Texas. Let's go back to Dallas. There we go. Shit. We can go, we can always go to London. Y'all wanted to go to London? How about India? Singapore? South Korea? Let's go Tokyo. Yeah, we build Gundam models. Let's go Tokyo. Shit. Why not, right? Nah, we'll leave it on Texas. Sorvon likes Texas. We'll leave it on Texas. Gamer Bud says we're supposed to be having northern lights visible tonight, so maybe it's like a solar storm effect. I really hope not. Who knows? That would just be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Freddy, thank you for that meme, buddy. Get out of here. Spider 2K2, let's go to the moon then. No, I agree. I agree. Incredible. Hey, somebody just subscribed. Hey, Lowilo. Thank you for the sub. Or the follow, or whatever it was. Don't take this stream as your typical example of how these streams go. This is wildly abnormal. But thank you to follow. Welcome to the army. Appreciate you. Man. What a night. Started off good, yeah? Started off good. Man. Anywho. Fuck it. We'll do it live. That's what I say. All right. Anyway, I digress. I'm just gonna power through. I don't even care anymore. Jesus Christ. So, but what I'm finding is that there's some buildup on this inner side of the frame that is blocking this ankle assembly to go back, you know, a little bit farther. And it's also blocking it from going vertically up into the leg a little bit as well. So we need to work with that. Now these are two pieces, so theoretically we can split these and make trimming those pieces a little bit easier, right? Ricky Paul Carlson says, I don't want to be the customer service tech that gets Tim's call. Dude, Nick, you know what? Oddball 0079, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Again, don't take this stream as a good example of what to expect. But Ricky Paul Carlson, dude, you know, honestly, I used to work tech support. I'm not that guy. I am not that guy, man. I am always super nice to tech support, even when they're not, because I'm always of the opinion you attract bees with honey, right? And tech support's a tough job, you guys. Like a tough job. It may not seem like it, but talking to upset people, you know, 8, potentially 9, 10 hours a day, that is not a simple task. Not at all. So I appreciate those folks. You know, I may be pissed off in the moment, but if I talk to somebody, which I'll probably not, it'll probably just be email. I always try to be nice. Always try to be nice. All right, so we've got this apart, right? So right in here is where I'm talking about. These kind of blocky kind of add-ons here we need to basically try to trim away. And for the most part, we can just get these started kind of with the hobby knife and then start to whittle those down with other tools here. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Just like that. Oh, man. Well, dare I say things might have stabilized? Knock on corrugated IKEA tabletop. It's the best thing I have to wood, right? Yeah, Julius Dembski, man. Like my mother always said, kill him with kindness. My mom said that too. Yeah. Yeah. Sort of on zero. Yeah, my money is on the sun fucking this up. We're getting hit by a CME tonight. Really? But see, it messed up on Monday too. Was this happening on Monday? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you guys are probably better experts on that and are more in the loop on that than I am, because I don't pay attention to that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, if that happened Monday, I mean, that could be a valid explanation. I don't know. I don't know. Gamer Bud. Oh, nice. He's over there on Twitch. He made the jump. He says, even if I can only hear the stream for 5 seconds out of every 15 minutes, I'm still here. Man, Bud, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rushlam says, looking good for now on YouTube. Nice. Gary's stuck in traffic. Sorry, dude. Colin says, if you weren't doing this for stream, would a hand rotary tool be good for this kind of work too? I'll tell you no. It probably wouldn't. Simply because these are pretty small. And I wouldn't want to risk damaging any of the corners or anything like that. So I'm honestly more comfortable right now trimming this off by hand. So no, to answer your question, I would not be using a Dremel or rotary tool or anything like that to get this trimmed back. I think this is just kind of a little bit too delicate of an operation to use a sledgehammer, so to speak, because that's essentially what the rotary tool Dremel is as far as I'm concerned. It's not it's for bigger operations and bigger material removal. This is fine-tuning stuff. So, but good question though. Good question. So, let's get this insert popped off here because we need to get this trimmed back a little bit farther underneath of this, because what we'll also be doing is once we trim the intersection, this part off, we will need to flatten out this part here. Oh, it'd be good if I was on camera. We would need to flatten this out here too, because this little protrusion down here gets in the way of the ankle going back up into the leg assembly. So yeah, we're gonna need to trim that back as well. So hey, Zach Blythe is over there on Facebook. Zach, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for watching. We are having some technical issues, or at least were. So if it starts stuttering or something like that, consider another platform, but FYI, buddy. But we're going to try to power through. We're going to trudge on, as they say. To trudge. All right. So that's about as far as I can go with the hobby knife. So we're going to pull out the big old 3mm chisel, and we're going to start working it down from there. Now, make sure your hands are out of the way. Like I said previously in other streams, you do not want a chisel this size to go gouging you in the tip of your finger. That would just make for a very, very bad day. And just, kind of take this operation slowly. This is kind of where the real fine-tuning comes into play with the chisel work. And this is where the real surgery, so to speak, starts. Just trying to take down the angles that this plastic is at. What I'm trying to do here, guys, is trying to create enough room for that ankle assembly to slot in to this leg armor, right? Okay. So that right there, this surface looks pretty good. We're just going to kind of scrape this down flat here. All right, so we've got this surface right here nice and flat, yeah? Superstar 5, dude, email me on the back end, and we can, I'll answer your question there, but yeah, just shoot me an email. We'll get you taken care of. Ruslam says, choosing the right tool is important. Like, you don't want to eat a tomato soup with a steak knife. You want a spoon. Exactly, right? Bailey says, unless you're eating beefsteak tomatoes. Womp womp. Nice. Bailey with the zinger. Bailey with the zinger. Love it. Alright. So. We're all green. I like it when we're all green, you guys. Takes the stress off. So there we go. So, again, you know, I apologize, you guys. It sucks having technical difficulties like that, especially prolonged ones. It just absolutely just chaps my ass, as my father would say. Chaps my ass. He's an old country boy, so he's got all these kind of funny sayings, you know. Alright, so we're getting this down. This is looking pretty good. We're starting to get these surfaces nice and even. I think what I'm going to do is take the rest of this down just by kind of scraping it and just removing that material easily this way. Yep, and there we go. So now that's nice and even. That's nice and even to these two planes here, right? So there you can hopefully see, focus camera, you son of a bitch. So there you can kind of see the two planes of surface there, nice and even, right? So now this should fit much better. Excuse me. Yeah, so that'll fit back into there a whole lot better and fits up into the ankle assembly much better as well. So let's see what this looks like here. Oh, wait a minute, that actually slots onto the back there, doesn't it? There's is this how it goes? Yeah, this is how it is. Alright, so and then this pops onto here, and now we can kind of get a better cross section here. And yeah, see, that fits back in there much, much better. It's more parallel now. The ankle is now below that main line for the leg. So basically, if you drew a line from the knee joint down, it would be completely parallel to the ankle joint. Right there, right? That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Right as most of the screen is taken up by a green BMC handle. Ha 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 ha! Ruslam with the grade pun. Hey man, love me some puns. Yeah, puns are good. Gamer Bud says, I asked this before and I don't know with the lag if it was answered or not, but if I don't have a chisel, what would be the best approach to do a square shape indent on a part? Ooh, that's a good question. What you could do, and the Japanese builders of old in Hobby Link Japan, Model Graphics, Dengenki Hobby, used to do this trick back in the day before chisels were a thing, right? They would get miniature screwdrivers like these, right? And usually they would get kind of the smallest one like this right here. And what they would do is they would use a lighter and heat up the tip of the screwdriver, and then for their square indents they would drive that heated screwdriver tip, you know, very quickly into the plastic, and that makes a rectangular square indent, the same shape, obviously, as the screwdriver head. Now, obviously, there's going to be some cleanup involved because you're talking about melting plastic rather than simply removing it. So you're going to have kind of plastic ooze out of the, you know, out of what you just did. And, but if you do it correctly and you do it squarely, then there's no reason why you can't get some really, really great results. I mean, after all, those guys did it in the magazines and they look spectacular for, you know, for their time. So, yeah, yeah. So let's see. Kurt Hill, maybe sharpen flat screwdriver up. Yeah, no, and I've seen people do that as well. The limitation that you're gonna kind of get, is you're gonna run into a little bit, is the actual width of the screwdriver itself. Like this one is 1.4 millimeters in width. So it's pretty wide in terms of what a chisel would be. So, I mean, if you can find something thinner than that, a thinner screwdriver, then that might work too. Yeah. So, you know, those are all options. Those are all options. You know, you take a backside of a hobby knife blade and you can use that. I used to do that. But yeah, if you don't have chisels ready available, there are always options, right? So there you go. And we're back to red on YouTube. Great. Anyway. Prepare for the lag, people. Anyways, Superset 5, earlier in the stream I heard something about decals. Are you making and selling your own designs? Yes. Yes, we are. Partnering with the good old folks at USA Gundam Store to produce very, very high quality decals. We're going with the same printer that prints Haikyuu decals, and I've designed the decals in such a way that they will be interchangeable with the Haikyuu system, but they are different, completely different, and they are, you know, 100% original designs, even though they are within that same aesthetic. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Few months from now, hopefully you guys will be able to buy them, you know. So, super psyched about it. But yes, we are making water slide decals. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It'll be super exciting. Yeah. I mean, come on, Sorvon. I told you there'd be lag. It's red on YouTube. I knew it was going to happen. Oh, but now it's back to green. My God, I'm watching the strength of the stream like it's a tennis match. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. But anyway. Excuse me. Man, that traveling kills my throat. Had to go down to West Virginia to shoot testimonials, and for, you know, for my job, for my day job, and staying in a hotel and you know, driving for 4.5 hours, recirculated air and all that, just kills the kills the throat. And then having to talk for 2 hours straight and deal with fucking technical issues doesn't help, right? Doesn't help. So there we go. So anyway, so like I said, we got this chiseled down. That looks pretty good. The ankle is directly now below the knee, yeah. And then if we, let's see how that does on the front here. Ooh, yeah, there we go. And that actually starts to diminish the height there on that ankle assembly. Now, like I said, we're still going to need to do a little bit of surgery on this middle insert, because that is right now is the number one reason why this thing doesn't go back up into the leg a little bit more. We can still get a maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 millimeters of height cut down on this thing to put this foot back up into the leg assembly. So that's what we're going to do next. Now, let me see something here. Okay, good. Excellent. So what I was noticing is receiver hole right here, but that actually is basically a dead receiver hole. Nothing goes in there, right? So what we can do is safely take off probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 millimeters up to about here. We want this, the peg and the slot to stay in place, because those need to go under there. So what we can do is we can bring this level to the bottom of this, and we'll just basically mark that with our hobby knife. And that will give us a good determination point of how far we can take the removal. Now, I think it was who was it that asked? I think it was Rushlaam, right? Rushlaam, if it wasn't you, I apologize, but I think it was Rushlaam had asked about using a Dremel. I can't for the life of me remember who asked that. But for this, for removing all of this, absolutely a Dremel job, 100%. Yes. Let's see. Spider 2K2, we have been experiencing blips in the stream, but screw it, we'll deal with it. Yeah, man, I mean, it looks green right now. There was a short time where it went red, and then Twitch saw the lags and stuff like that, but I don't know if it even affected YouTube or Facebook at that point, so that's a good thing, right? Sorvon says the timing was perfect. Tim Wee over there on Facebook, he says, great. Thank you. Just want to say your Jester looks amazing. Man, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you for watching. I really, it means a lot. Rushlaam, we're also used to, we also used to use clothing snaps parts to dress up thrusters. Dude, and yeah, like, I still use inflation needles to dress those up. Man, they look great. I love the look of them, and they look legit too. You know, you powder them up with the Tamiya weathering sets and everything. They look great. So, man, use what works, man. Right? Superset 5, are you going to put in some pistons in the ankle area? You know, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm not sure if I will or not, simply because the ankle movement here, you can see, you know, there's not any room for pistons on the front, right? But then there's very limited space on the back because of, where did it go? Here, because of the little thruster here. So that inserts like that, and then, so there's very little room for pistons to go in there. We might be able to fit something underneath of there, but I don't know. It will probably be a game time decision, because once the armor and everything are on here, I may very well end up cutting out this whole assembly here, because you got to think that thruster bell comes down a lot farther, and that's going to run into the back edge of the heel. So, like I said, I think that's going to be a game time decision. I'm not too worried about that right now. Those are things that we can address later once we get the actual you know, assembly function kind of tackled and down, right? But we'll see, right? We'll see. All right, so Dremel, let's get the Dremel. Sorvon says the Zaku's going to be airborne, so won't the toe be pointed down instead of up? Well, you mean like this, right? Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. But since it's going to, if it lands, then, you know, it might have to do a bit of running. So positionally, it might need to do that. So, things to think about, right? Things to think about. And plus, this one in the vision that I have for this piece is going to be, you know, standing on the ground and fighting the big bad Gelgoog monster hunter thingy. Beast of mech. I don't know. Shit. I'm just winging it here, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Is it Saturday yet? Alright. We're going to swap out bits to this bad boy drum sander. Urgh. This is going to remove a ton of material. But before we do that, you know what time it is. Safety glasses. Come on now. Everybody needs some safety glasses. Boom. Metal Slug 147 is reporting in on Twitch. He says, "Woo! So what he doing today?" We're doing a lot of cool stuff, man. We announced a partnership with USA Gundam Store. We're going to be bringing you some high quality water slide decals with the kind of same aesthetic as high Q decals, with the same quality because we're going with the same exact printer out of Italy that they are using. And then we're modifying the Zaku to hell and back. So come along for the ride. We're about to Dremel it up, so stay tuned. All right. So we just want to take off this bottom kind of bit there, right? And we just want to kind of take it off in this direction here. Careful of the flying molten plastic, because that's never fun to get on you. And the fact that this is ABS doesn't help matters, because it stinks. Oh, so bad. Not that polystyrene smells any better, but man, ABS stinks to hell when you get it like melted or grinded or whatever. Okay. I think that should be good. Yeah? I think that should work. Let's check the height of it. And man, we're really super close. I think there needs to be some evening up. I think that's a little proud on this side here, and I think it's perfect on this side. So I think we just need to take off some material on that opposite side just real quick, and then I think we should be in good shape. So Spider2K2 says, I can smell that through the screen. Dude, it stinks so bad. Oh, you don't even know. You know, it's got that stink of not only like molten plastic, but also chemicals. Ugh. It's so bad, you guys. Oh, yeah, look at that. Kira Yet, everybody. He's back. Our resident evil scientist. Nice. What's up, Kira? Long time no see, man. Welcome back. For those of you guys that are somewhat new and don't remember Kira, he is a cool-ass dude that is studying all sorts of cool sciences, robotics, and all sorts of things. So we have kind of dubbed him the evil scientist in training. So yeah, he's back. Welcome back, man. Good to see you, Kira. Good to see you, buddy. All right. Ooh, look at that. That now gives us a good amount of height back on to this ankle. Now what we're running into, this is a new challenge. Now the ankle armor is bottoming out on these lower tabs here on the leg assembly. So that actually needs to be taken back a little bit now too. But before we do that, let's double check the ankle height and see how that's looking at this point, because that should be greatly improved. Yeah, see, that just brought it up a lot. Probably at least a good 2 millimeter maybe. And so now what we can do, oh, you know what, and I completely forgot about this. Shit. And I wish I would have done that. Wish I would have done this earlier, right? Because when Adam was on and we were talking about the announcement and everything, USA Gundam Store nippers. These are the single-bladed nippers. Adam sent me a pair of these, and I'm gonna tell you what, guys. They're pretty damn good. Yeah, pretty damn good. Wensley Dizon, Plamo Palmore. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for watching, man. Very good. Yeah, so these are really, really good. Now, the main thing, and I will admit this, is that when I first got them, I really did, I guess I really didn't know how to use them properly. Yeah? And I'll openly admit that. I didn't really understand how to use them properly. I'm used to, you know, the Tamiya 123s, the Tamiya 740s, you know, that are double-bladed, right? That's pretty much all I've ever known, is double-bladed. Never really had a single-bladed pair of nippers before, so I was kind of using them incorrectly, and I didn't necessarily like them at first. But then, I kind of got the knack of it, right? The one thing that I can see and that I've learned is that by cutting slowly with these and letting the blade do the actual work, you're going to get a super, super clean cut. And let's get this zoomed in a little bit more. There we go. All right. So, yeah. So that right there, super, super nice and clean, man. Really, really dig it. Really dig it. And like I said, man, you don't want to just go kind of cramming, you know, the blades together. You just want to kind of just let these cut. Let them slice into the plastic and just kind of do it real, real slow. Right? Man, that's a clean ass edge right there, you guys. That is a clean ass edge. So I'm gonna tell you what, I wasn't a fan of these in the beginning, but now that I learned how to use them, these are fucking good, man. I'm gonna be using these more for kind of precision work and stuff like that, right? Because you know, when I go to clip parts off of a sprue, I always leave a huge, you know, amount of nub on the part anyway, and then I trim it back with, you know, hobby knife and stuff like that. So I'm not overly concerned with trimming back the nub just perfectly right off the bat. I'm just not. Never have been, right? So, but I'm gonna tell you what, man, for precision work, I mean, this edge right here is just insanely smooth. You know what? Let's get super zoomed in. Yeah. Wensley Design. Do you need to adjust them? No, I didn't have to adjust mine. They come with the set screw, so you can adjust them. But straight out of the package, yeah, these were ready to go, ready to rock and roll. But you do have that option if need be. Yeah. So, but real quick, I do want to show you guys kind of the edge that you can get on these, right? So let's go super zoom and boom, 5. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, you can see there's no tearing, there's no stuttering in that in the surface right here. It's just clean up until the end there, where there's just a hair of stress and yeah, it's not even. That's just a sharp corner. That's just a white kind of little bit of a stress mark there. So that's not bad, you guys. I really kind of dig that. Ooh, let's get back on camera here, shall we? Ooh, where am I? Super zoom is tough. There it is. But yeah, that you can see there. I mean, that's like super zoomed in, right? And you can actually see the blade striations going this way, all up and down here, right? And the blade was cutting this way, right? Perpendicular to those, to this surface. And man, it just, yeah, really good, right? Really good. So, you guys, if you need a pair of nippers, man, definitely check out USA Gundam Store's nippers. They're pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Like I said, there's a learning curve. I had to overcome that learning curve. But once you do, it's really good. Yeah. Bailey says, yeah, single bladed nippers are a different beast. Yeah, I found that out. I found that out the hard way, man. And I'll be honest, I was like, oh man, I don't like these. How am I gonna tell Adam? Like, I was like worried about it and everything. But then, talking to Justin and everything, and he kind of was just like, dude, just, you know, do this. And I'm like, oh man, okay, yeah. And then it just, yeah, everything just kind of fell in place. So, yeah, dude. Bailey says, place the blunt side up against the nub and the guillotine down the blade. Yeah. And that's really what it comes down to. Just nice, slow cut. Let the sharpness of the blade do the work, and man, it just, it's magical. Wednesday says, okay, I'll give it a try. Cool. Rushalam, adjustment screw lets you keep tight cutting after you sharpen the edge after use. Yeah. And I like I like that feature, right? Because that's not something that you get on, you know, the Tamiyas. Obviously, there's a little bit of leeway. Ooh, it'd be good if it's on camera, right? There's a little bit of gap here in between, so you can, if you do take off material up here to sharpen them, you can, you know, there's some more area here that you can squeeze down on, so that's pretty cool. Wednesday says, it's my fault because I only use it. Oh, okay. Spark 2K2, I use Gundam Planets as a first cut, then use God Hands as my second cut. I don't really care for Gundam Planets version. I've heard that from several people. Courtney, Shane, the Daft Robo's wife, did a wonderful live stream rant on Gundam Planet's nippers, and man, I'm gonna tell you what, I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. I would watch her review videos if she did them, you know, all the time. It was great. But yeah, a lot. I've heard that from many people. Paul Budzik, the Scale Model Workshop on YouTube, he did a full rundown of different nippers and things like that, and he actually reviewed Gundam Planets, and he wasn't a fan of them either. So, I mean, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, right? There you go. Excuse me. Julius says, good info about the single-edge nipper, something new to me. He says, how do you sharpen nippers? That's a good question, because I've never had to really sharpen any nippers before, right? I've had these 740s, these Tamiya 740s, it might be 140, shit, I don't know. But I've had these for quite a long time, years, and never sharpened them, and they're still pretty damn sharp, right? Bailey says, apparently same way as a knife, just very carefully with the sharpener. Eureka moment. Cullen Barr, I love Paul. Dude, I love him too. He is such a massive wealth of scale modeling knowledge, right? And his videos, oh my God, if you have had a tough day, if your life is getting you stressed out for some reason, any reason whatsoever, flip on a Paul Budzik video. The man knows how to chill like no other. They're incredible, and I highly suggest that you follow him, because like I said, he is such an absolute treasure trove of information. So good. But yeah, Scale Modelers Workshop on YouTube. Go check it out. Go follow the man. He deserves it. Such a good outlet for info and stuff. I've taken so much information and learned so much from him over the course of many years. It's defined some of the practices and some of the processes that I use, and probably some of them that I show you guys. So that says a lot, right? It says a lot. So go follow the man. He deserves it. He deserves it. Superset5 over there on Twitch, he says, my nippers from Gundam Planet broke a day after I got them in the mail. Yow. That's not good. That's not good. And guys, I don't want to bash Gundam Planet. Not completely. You know? But, you know, some people like them. It's just not my thing. Not my thing. Ruslam says there are several ways to sharpen them. You can take them into knife shops. That's a good call. And they will shape the nippers for a few dollars. Look at that. That's not something that I thought of. But that's a really good call. Easiest method if you lack hand sharpening experience. Hell yeah. Let the professionals do it, man. For a few bucks? Yeah, come on. I'll let them handle it. And speaking of professionals, so you guys know how I love decals, right? You know, we're making, you know, the decals and stuff like that. We're doing, you know, the partnership with Gundam Planet, or not Gundam Planet, but with USA Gundam Store. Holy shit, I'm sorry, Adam. Doing the partnership with USA Gundam Store, but, you know, there's always still kind of that need for your custom decals, your one-off sheets and stuff like that, right? So, doing some Googling today, early this morning, kind of before everybody woke up. I woke up super early this morning. And found a gentleman in Canada who prints water slide decals, custom, on a commercial laser jet, or a commercial laser printer. He primarily does work for railroad modelers. Sent him some emails. We conversed through email a little bit today. And I'm going to tell you what, everything looks good with this. Reasonable prices for an entire 8.5 by 11 sheet, full color with white, $50 US. Free shipping in the US and Canada, by the way. So that's a good price for custom one-offs. That is a good price. And might I add, he sent me images of some of the printouts that he's done. Holy shit, you guys! Like clear text that is 0.2 millimeters in height. Let me repeat that. Yes, 0.2 millimeters in height. The roughly the width of a panel line. This text was clear, like you could read it easily. With the old Alps printers, color density was always an issue, right? Especially on like middle gray, you know, like 50% gray. Hardest color for an Alps printer to replicate because it was all dithered and pixelated and everything. And it was just ugly, and you could see it with your naked eye. He sent me printouts of you know, the shades of gray from 10 to 90, or from 0 to 100 really. So from white to black, right? And 10% sizes in between. They are slightly dithered, slightly super zoomed in. So when you pull back and when you're looking at a model from, you know, a reasonable distance, that will look like solid gray. That will look like this. I'm psyched about this. So I'm going to be ordering, you know, some test prints from this gentleman, and I will report back my findings to you guys. And I'm going to tell you what, if these prints are the quality that I'm hoping and that I'm seeing in what he has emailed me, you guys, especially in the States and in Canada, we might have a very real custom decal outlet to go to now. Yeah. The days of relying on Samuel decals, kind of slow-ass service, or paying an arm and a leg for custom decals, you know, from Korea or China or whatever. Potentially no more. So I'm excited about that. And like I said, he prints on a commercial laser printer. He gave me the information on the printer that he uses, and it's like a $20,000 OKI printer. Oh, dude, like this is the real deal, real deal. And since it's a laser printer, that ink is, you know, is solid. It basically solidifies, water safe. So it's like the perfect perfect printer for water slide decals. Yeah, I've seen reviews that people have given on this guy, and yeah, it's it sounds and it seems and it looks pretty damn legit to me. Pretty psyched. Yeah. Yeah. Stop 619, is he using an Oki printer? Yes, he is. An Oki C 99424. I can't remember the model number off the top of my head. Excuse me. Where is it? Okay. Oki C942. That's what he's using, the laser printer. So, yeah, quality shit. I looked up the specs on the printer. Watched several videos. You know, on the printer itself, review videos, several Oki produced videos and things. And yeah, I mean, it looks legit. And the cool thing is that it prints all 5 colors, CMYK and white, in one pass. So there's no potential registration issues, being, the white being out of alignment with everything else. That's the beauty of it. With the Alps, there was still registration, issues that it had, because it would spit it out, but it would hold it in the rollers and then pull it back through and then run it back. You could still get registration errors with that process, but since this is just a single pass through, there's no chance for that. I'm excited about this. It's a big decal day for us, right? Big decal day. Yeah, with the water slides that we're getting printed, man, good stuff. Good stuff. Stop 619 says, check out the Oki C711WT 4000. I'm guessing you meant Fallout. Yeah, Fallout Hobbies uses for their custom water slides. Cool. Yeah, see, I am not in the market for something that high priced right now. Man, if this guy, if it works out, then yeah, I mean, this could be our outlet, because like I said, prices are very reasonable. For a quarter sheet, $25 US. For a half sheet, $35 US. Full sheet is a $50 US. Free shipping. Obviously you supply the artwork. There are he does have set standards for artwork requirements, and if those aren't met, there is a $20 setup fee, which is flat, and he'll charge you that at their discretion to set up the print file and everything for you. But the print requirements are very, very straightforward, and he'll send you a PDF file with the instructions and everything. He sent that to me today. So if you're at all into designing your own decals, you won't have an issue at all, following the directions, for the file setup. So yeah, I'm excited about it, you guys. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, it's a good decal day. Not a great technical issues day, but a good decal day, tell you that. Excuse me. All right, so let's get back over here to the ankle assembly. Let's see now, since we've cut the ends off of this a few millimeters, let's see how that works here. Oh, that's looking pretty good. That's looking a lot better now. So what we're running into now is, excuse me, the transition right here, this angle here, that's stopping the corner. So if we take off the corners of here, that can then slot up into that assembly much better. But let's check the height with the front ankle, or with the front armor piece. Yeah, see, that's starting, that gap is, that gigantic, massive gap between the foot and the ankle is definitely starting to decrease. That looks pretty good. And the cool thing is that this ankle, once it's popped in here, I'll solidify this and make this make the joint between the ankle assembly and the leg static. But then you have your movement down here in the actual joint, right? So what I can then do is utilize this hole right here to mount, and this looks like just 3 millimeter. So that's easy, right? Just pop in a new piece of armor under there, and just kind of supplement right here to cover that little bit up. Perfect. And that's all she wrote, right? But that's looking good. That's looking good. Love it. Love it. Oh boy. Okay, so let's real quick. Let's take off the sides here, and let's see what time it is. 11:57. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go for a few more minutes. All right. So there we go. We got the lovely. We got that taken off here now. So let's get this mocked up and let's see how this is going to look here. Yeah. That looks much better. Now, the next issue that we're running into, and these crop up, is that, okay, so that's basically just slotting into there. Let's straighten up this angle assembly so we can get a better picture of that. So these two armor pieces right here are going to basically be touching, right? So we don't want that to happen. We want that to... There needs to be a clearance gap, right? But let's take this front ankle or this front armor piece off here. Now that basically sits flush up in there, and that's a solid look, right? That's a solid look. Real good. Real good. All right, so we're going to pop this ankle armor back on here. And we're going to check the height. Much better. Definitely shrink down from what it was before. If we check it on the other leg, there's the gap that it was before, right? Big. Here's the gap, what it is now. Much better. Much better. All right. So with that being said, let's get some things. Let's get the full leg mocked up here to see if this kind of is our final height of things. All right. Not bad. Okay. Geez, trying to remember how all this goes back together. Where's the other piece? Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay. So we're not going to put all the little pieces and stuff like that back on here right now. We are simply just trying to get a get a feel of how this ankle height is going to look for us, right? That's all we want to do. That's all we want to accomplish right now. So just getting the parts back on is kind of the biggest thing right now. So we forgot to put that part back on here. Right there. Excuse me. Pop that out there. And then we can start tackling the armor itself here. This goes right in there, and this goes back there, and there we are. All right, so now we can mock this up and look and see where we fall, right? So there, let's zoom out, get a better idea of the look. Excuse me. There is kind of the mock-up of things. Now, I feel this foot needs to go back this way a little bit, right? Because it's not directly parallel in line with the knee, because this thruster bell is stopping it, right? And there's no chance of backward flex at the ankle for this thing, right? Kind of like this. There's no chance of that with that thruster bell there. So I think that thruster bell is probably going to get sacrificed. So we pull that off for the time being, and we'll yank this piece out of here in another kind of assembly run. But I'm also feeling that we may need to trim down these gray armor pieces here. Just trim those down to maybe the height of the actual heel armor. Just maybe take those down a few millimeters, right? Because I do want this thing to be able to flex forward, you know, get that toe bend like everybody was saying. But as you can see, with that gray armor right here, that's bumping into all of these pieces here. So I just don't think that's going to be feasible, right? That having this gray armor come up that far. But I think the height of the ankle and everything like that, I think works very nicely. I think that aesthetic is really, really good. All the angles, yeah, I just think it's a good look. What do you guys think? I think that's nice. So that's what we're going with. All right, so there we go. 12:05, perfect timing. So let's switch back to camera one, shall we? There we go. All right, let's tie this one to a close. It's a close of a weekend, or a close of the week. Exciting times. So keep an eye out for more information about the water slide decals that USA Gundam Store and I are partnering with. But more information will be coming soon. But we kind of wanted to tell you guys about it now and kind of get the ball rolling, right? So with that being said, guys, if you guys want to pick up a cool Child of Mecha shirt, hit up childofmecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You'll see hats and bags and shirts and all sorts of cool stuff there. If you're interested in any of the tools that we're working with tonight, hit the Amazon link just below on Facebook and, YouTube and Twitch. That side if you're watching on Facebook. And as always, if you need kits and paints and stuff like that, decals, hit up my good friends at USA Gundam Store. They'll hook you up, definitely. Hopefully on Monday we'll have these technical issues. Hopefully we'll have these worked out, right? Thomas Vanu over there on Facebook. How did you go about starting a sponsorship with them? It's not really a sponsorship, dude. It's like I said, it's more of a partnership. They're simply supplying the kits for me. Me and Adam are friends. He enjoys my work, and you know, he just supports me. He supports good people, and he supports supports people that are good to the community and good to the hobby. So, yeah, man. So that's just build cool shit and be a cool person. It's about the best thing I can tell you. All right. So with that being said, guys, we will be back. Sorvan says, hopefully by Monday the sun will stop pissing on us and things will get easier. What a great way to end a stream. What a great way to end a stream. The sun will stop pissing on us. I love you, Sorvan. You're the best, buddy. So that's it for the today. Metal Slug, sorry, buddy. Time to watch the clip. There you go. Watch it back. Hopefully there's no stuttering in the clip, because it'll be shitty if it is. Anyway, you guys, man, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending time with me. We'll see you on Monday. All right? Go build something cool and be safe out there, you guys. See you Monday.